Shiva and Shakti will come to stand back to back. The back toes will tuck in, and the front toes will turn out at 90 degrees. The legs are quite wide. So the front toes are facing totally forward. The knees in line with the front foot. And then we'll straighten out the arms, reach through each other's arms, and bend out over the straight leg. And pushing into the foot to come up. We're going to bend into the front knee, keeping the body upright, reaching through each other's arms, and pressing back up. We'll turn those front toes all the way in, plus a little bit, 45-degree angle, and turn the back toes out 90 degrees, and then tilt out over the front leg, and back up, and then bending into that knee. Body stays upright, reaching through each other's arms, and coming back up to standing. We're going to turn the toes to face the same direction, move a little bit away from each other, and release the hands. We're going to come down holding onto each other's hips into a forward fold. You can place one hand on the floor, bending the knees as much as you need to. Then you can interlace the hands underneath. Again, bending the knees, releasing the head, and then placing the hands on the floor. And one hand to each hip. You can hold on to each other as you come back up. We'll heel toe the feet in together. We're going to press into each other's backs, check in with each other when we're ready, and we're going to sit down in a chair, pushing into each other. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. So we walk our hands, feet away, pressing into each other. And then we can bring the arms up overhead. And coming back up. And turning to greet each other. We'll move into a bridge position. So we come to lay on our backs, feet flat on the floor. And then we press through the feet, press through the upper arms to lift the hips. You can roll one shoulder under at a time, interlacing the hands or having them by the side, reaching through the tailbone. Bringing all of your attention into the pelvis. And rolling down. Rolling over to the side to press yourself up to seated. So we'll move into rowing the boat. So sitting comfortably, you can move the flesh of your buttocks out of the way. And we'll begin by reaching out over the legs and inhaling up and back. Really bringing all of your attention and awareness right into the pelvis. Letting the breath flow. Working the energy up in the body. And moving the other direction. Letting the body warm up, really feeling the movement, the rocking of the pelvis on the floor. And slowly coming back to center. Then we'll open the legs up, making enough space for both of you. And again, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. We're going to turn butter, so having a little bit of space behind you. And the body, the shoulders are going to stay still, and we're just going to move from the pelvis. So bending your knees as much as you need to have that flexibility and movement. And then we'll begin. Letting the breath flow, feeling the movement in the pelvis, warming up the abdominals, the lower back, the thighs, the legs, the groin. And moving in the other direction. Relaxing the shoulders, the jaw. And coming back to center. Then Shakti will take her legs wide. Shiva will bring his feet right onto her calves. opening his legs wide as well. Again, if you can't sit upright and have your pelvis be relaxed and your spine relaxed, then bend the knees so you can tilt forward. And Shiva will grab Shakti's arms and just gently bring her forward. When Shakti says, "Hey, that hurts my thighs," then we stop. And then inhaling back up. And we'll switch to the other side. So we'll sit back to back with the legs straight out, knees bent as much as you need to. And then we'll raise the arms up overhead, palms facing inwards, and Shiva will bend forward, bringing Shakti with him, lengthening through the spine, and then inhaling up. And with an exhale, you can switch to the other side. You want to try it? And inhaling up, bringing the arms down. And we'll sit back to back. Any comfortable position. The spine can be upright. We'll inhale, lengthen through the spine, pressing down through the sit bones. Exhale, turning towards your left side, taking your hand to your partner's knee or their thigh. And then inhaling back up, back to your center. And we'll exhale to the other side. And inhaling, exhaling back to center. Sitting back to back, feeling into the breath of your partner. With your eyes closed, envisioning your partner, imagining what they look like in your mind's eye. And keeping the eyes closed, we'll come to turn around to face each other. Keeping the eyes closed, you can reach out and connect hands, line yourselves up. Softly crack the eyes towards the floor, allowing the images to start to create and shape themselves in front of us until we find our partner's eyes. And gazing at each other. And gently releasing the gaze and greeting each other.